I guess let's title this Religion Sucks and is Bogus, but God is Real. Not the first guy to say it, but it's part of like what I'm here for. I know it. Um, I grew up in a very traditional Catholic family, and I bought into it. Loved most of it. I was into it, saying the prayers and singing the songs, and loved Jesus as an idea. He's always been a hero of mine. But as you get older, and you get outside your bubble and talk to people of different ideas and different lifestyles, and at least for me, you start to see there's some real serious flaws and holes and problems with the dogmatic approach that these, Christianity, I think Judaism, Islam, um, bring into the world. Um, and that was the deal breaker for me. With Christianity is the basic premise that I have to believe this story that really is unbelievable in order for God to love me and to be saved. And I just realized, just as an adult thinking person, that's bullshit. Not that the story is bullshit. Maybe it is real, but you can't judge or blame someone for not believing something they don't believe. That's not a choice. Your brain has to make a decision about whether that's true or not. And you're gonna tell me some magical story about fairies and unicorns, and say I have to believe that. Otherwise, I think I'm a bad person. I'm not saved. That God doesn't love me. And that's just, guys, part of the game of life. Um, it has to be mysterious. Um, and this brings me to like fundamentalist Christians or any other religion. Guys, that God is going to come give you all the answers. Hey guys, it's XYZ. Here's all the answers. Just simply believe that and you're safe. That's not real. That's not a puzzle. That's not a game. There's no growth to be had by that. It's always disguised. Truth is always disguised in symbols and stories, in songs. That's the only way that it gets through. To keep you growing, pushing, trying to figure out the goddamn puzzle. Get right down to the heart of mythology. The basic premise of the dark and the light and constant battle. Stars and black holes, and yes, gravity, and supernovas. All part of the same thing. And if you want to like break through to mass consciousness, you cannot simply just say, "Hey guys, X Y Z." The overall universe says that's not usable, dude. Give them a puzzle, give them a riddle, give them a story, and if it's disguised well enough, it breaks through. That's Harry Potter. That's the Chronicles of Narnia. That's the Matrix. So many other any classic mythology that still gets told, you know, hundreds and thousands of years later. Jesus, um, never accept it as literal truth. There's a poem and a Yes album, Relayer, and it's got four great tuplets there, or whatever, quatrains. Truth conceals itself in error. History reveals its face. Days of ecstasy and terror invent the future that invents the race. We're living backwards in time. Eternal recurrence. Um, but yet the truth is always concealed. I would say, if I was going to take that and run with it, I would say truth conceals itself in story. To the rebel goes the glory, and then go from there. But yeah. So I'm a weird mix here that I'm vehemently anti-religion, not in a disrespectful way. I want people to practice and think what they want to think. At the same time, I want to liberate people from the dogma. And also say that just because you see the holes in religion doesn't mean that this universe isn't intelligent and loving, that you're not connected to the it, to everything else. And there is room for spirituality that's non-dogmatic. Um, to say, you're not an accident. I think it's obvious. And once you see that, then you become fearless. And this universe wants you to be happy and fearless and free. But man, you gotta work, you gotta struggle. Just like the stars have to struggle against gravity. um, and then hopefully, whether I'm here for it or not, I call it a new religion. It's my religion is basically secular humanism. It's right in line with that. To say, look, we're here for whatever reason. We're equals. You should be free to do what you want to do, up until the extent that you're not hurting someone else. And we're a far cry from that right now. But then also, I value. Trying to plug my charger in here. I value the benefits of ritual. Weekly, monthly, but weekly I think is pretty good. Just getting people together to celebrate their oneness, to dance and sing and just try and inspire each other to be happy and live their life. And for me, I found that in Los Angeles through the dance clubs. Not all of them, but some of them, where it was a very spiritual, um, call it hippie experience, where all the facade of the barriers about race and religion, gender, sexual orientation, all that shit fell away. With that music and dancing made us family, and that became my church. And I'm sorry, it was better than my Catholic experience. That wasn't unity. You show up